Hello, welcome. Hello, Tim. Hi, Lovisa.
Hi Jackie, hi Lovisa, how you
Oh,
doing?
hi, Jackie. Hi, Tim. Fine
So
here.
we're on here today just to talk about our event that we've got in Wales, which is like 6 miles from Glastonbury,
Yay.
on August the 17th. It's a full day of workshop, and I'll just tell you what the day's about, and then Tim and Lovisa are going to take over. So it's a heart healing day for humanity. This day will be all about the heart. Tim Wilde and Lovisa Alvtorn have worked closely together over many lifetimes, going all the way back via Old Norse and Atlantean times. And their work always centers around and is strongly anchored in the heart. The heart is our spiritual core, and the heart is the motor of the ascension process. The heart is our own sacred gateway to the cosmic heart and to the heart of source. It holds our pure divine spark. The Lion's Gate, although we don't yet know exactly what this portal holds energy-wise for us for this year, we will be bringing in some beautiful, gentle and nourishing heart healing and self-love. We will also connect deeply into the land of this area, which is the heart chakra of the world. Together, we will be doing some very powerful service work for our planet as we bring in healing for the heart of humanity and anchor points for love with our own hearts as portals to the cosmic light with love. We hope to see you there with us in Wales. During the workshop, we will be working with the magical temple of the heart, the original temple of Atlantis, as well as the powerful etheric temple situated within the cosmic heart of Venus. Receive practical ascension support, which will give you a powerful toolbox to bring back home with you. This will include Tim and Lovisa sharing from their own personal journeys the most effective techniques they use, who and what they work with to support them to exist in alignment with their hearts. Work with heart healing, self-love, and the inner child to open your heart wider than ever before and connect in with more of your soul wisdom, gifts, and talents. Connect via the sacred gateway of your heart to your own divine core, the cosmic heart of Venus and the heart of source. Connect with the heart chakra of the world and bring in heart healing for humanity. And finally, we'll receive guidance, keys, codes, and so much love from beloved masters and angels, such as Lady Venus, Sanat Kamara, the Norse goddess Freya, and Archangel Shamuel. So that's what we've written. That's on my website, jackie-white.co.uk. And now I'll let Lovisa explain how this day has come about, if you'd like to.
Yeah, and I'm just like collecting crystals here, so I just had to get my ankh.
Yay.
Full of the heart, right? The heart chakra. Well, I'm coming to the UK, so
Yay.
I'm coming to Glastonbury. I'm coming on a retreat, and so once I booked that in, I thought, well, while I'm there, why don't I ask Tim if he wants to do a workshop there at the heart chakra of the world? I haven't been yet, so it's really exciting.
You are in for a treat.
Yeah, and then we thought, like, what's the theme gonna be for this? And like all of these heart energies came in, of course. What else?
Yeah.
Would be. Yeah, and I will be bringing Goddess Freya, of course, the Norse goddess of love. So this is the scarf, her scarf from our Asgard collection, Tim, yours and mine and Johnny's.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've had some lovely lessons and guidance coming through to us since we've been working with this, haven't we? It's been an incredibly powerful journey, but yeah, it's a pilgrimage to the heart chakra of the planet is quite an undertaking energetically, and especially as the date that we've chosen, the 17th of August, is kind of going to be the roundabout it's when the Lion's Gate begins to not close down, but begins to simmer down a little bit after the kind of the power surge that we get in the lead up to the 8th. By the time we kind of get to the 17th, the sun's the galactic core is cooling off a little bit, and it's an incredibly poignant time to be working together, especially in that location. So I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a fabulous event. And of course, Jackie is the most amazing host, aren't you, Jackie?
Sure, I was going to say, I'm so honoured that you asked me to host this event.
Oh, I couldn't think of anybody better. It's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Honestly, so looking forward to it. And I'll just point out that this is a picture behind me of Wells, just near the cathedral. But shall I just quickly share the screen and show you a picture of the cathedral?
Yeah.
Share screen. So that's the magnificent cathedral that we're right. There's also, actually, if I just show you, share screen. If I stop that one, if I just find on my website, there's also a picture of where we are at the Swan Hotel that looks out across the garden.
Yeah, oh, that'd be lovely.
Oh, I'll come back to that because I haven't got it ready, sorry. So while you're talking about the I think you're going to do a short meditation. I'll get that open ready to show you.
Yeah, we'll do a short meditation in a little bit. It's just the location in Wells is also incredibly sacred. Wells, I mean, how many miles just outside of Glastonbury? I think it's about 6 miles outside of Glastonbury, isn't it, Jackie? And it's the most beautiful. It's classified as a city because it has a cathedral, but in actual fact, it's a small, beautiful town in the southwest of England, isn't it? But many people who visited Glastonbury are also familiar with Wales because of its architecture, its location in proximity to the heart center of the planet, and it's going to be a lovely place to be running a workshop. So
it just struck me now, the name Wells, and
Wells.
This meditation, what's come through, how we have kind of a well within our heart or our higher heart where the source light comes through the whole time, this infinite supply of source light flowing in.
Yeah, definitely. I like that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, but the heart, Tim, because I got my ankh out also because this is the first crystal I got from you. Actually, it's my second ankh. Okay, so it's my my first one broke in 3 weeks or something.
Yeah, it was it did what some ankhs they can be quite distressing when they decide to harry carry, aren't they?
Yeah. But it's but when they do, when you said that then, and that's really comforting to know that when they break like that, they help us. They take the, something that might have hit us
in the heart particularly. I mean, the symbol of the ankh dates back to Atlantean times, and in Atlantean times the ankh was regarded as the key to the 5th dimensional heart center. So on a symbology level, it's used to unlock the potential and the power that is contained within the core of our ascension process, which is the 5th dimensional heart center. So it's a powerful symbol that's been handed down, obviously, since Atlantean times. And as with all symbols, they tend to take a different meaning depending on the frequency within which they are used. So during the 3rd dimension, the ankh kind of got associated with the sacral and more kind of like had more 3rd dimensional associations with it. But now we're moving into these 5th dimensional frequencies. The ankh is very much the key to the heart center again, and we'll be bringing this energy through very much in the day that we're working. Especially, I'm always mesmerized by this particular period of time, the Lion's Gate. because it's the time where things actually get done on a structural level. All of the energy that we've kind of accumulated over the course of a year, the equinoxes, the solstices, the eclipses, all of these huge alignments in the sky, all of the implementation of what these are going to do structurally are activated during the period of the Lion's Gate. So we're coming together on the 17th, an incredibly powerful time, but it will also be a time of integration, of healing, of just kind of allowing everything that we've received to settle in so that we can move forwards from that point onwards. It's going to be a lovely day.
Mm. And it was sorry, it was beautiful when that came in, that it's heart healing for humanity.
Yeah,
we were tuning in to write this description. It's so long in advance, you never know exactly what the energies are going to be like, and especially after the Lion's Gate, you never know. But it's always that heart healing is needed, and when that came through from all the Venusian masters, heart healing for humanity, it's very strong. And something that came through just this morning as I was tuning in was really for people to connect with the heart of Gaia, with the heart. So many are disconnected from the heart of the planet. And also because the heart of humanity, so we have like a collective heart. And I feel a lot of people might be, if you're awake and aware that we have like if you're consciously on your ascension path and you're aware and you're working with your heart, that's one thing, because everyone has an open heart now, but you may not be aware or working consciously with it. But I think especially maybe for a lot of light workers who are very sensitive, you might not want to connect in with the heart of humanity, as you're feeling there's a lot of like unhealed stuff for so many people. But what I really got from these Venusian masters is when you connect in with the heart of humanity, it's on a higher level. It will be, yeah. So you're never gonna be.
You're never going to be
with any lower energies, because the heart, and that's also something that you taught me. The first time I connected with Tim, I had a session with you, Tim. I don't know, is that 6 years ago now?
Longer than that.
Yeah, I think
it's longer than that.
2017.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I was afraid, I had like fears of connecting with, if I were to open up psychically, that I was afraid of connecting with lower energies and whatever, like ghosts or whatever I was thinking at that time. But you were just saying that if you open your heart and shine your heart light, there's nothing, no lower energy can reach in.
That's your protection, basically. It's, we live in very different times than we did 10, 20, 30 years ago, before we were kind of in need of shielding ourselves from all of these. And rightly so, from the frequencies around us. Once you'd gained your light, which was earned, you were kind of taught that you had to protect it. And we live in a very different structure of energy. The environment around us now requires us to be so open and luminous that everything around us changes to match our frequency. We don't have to protect our frequency so that we are, in effect, being kind of controlled by our environment. It's part of the mastery process. So it's all about the heart. Yeah.
And again, I'm feeling that there's going to be teaching around this with the heart of humanity. This workshop, I'm sure, because I'm getting different things about it now.
Yeah.
But because I don't think that many have actually connected in with the heart of humanity.
Not truly. Not truly. I think it's possibly something that's coming in.
Yeah.
There's always a theme to Lionsgate. There's always something major that they will present that is going on during Lionsgate, and I think you might be tapping into what this year's theme actually is, because it's a massive. It's one, like you said, it's one thing having an open heart, but it's whether you are aware of that open heart and whether you are actually using it with intention. So what we're looking at now, we're looking at the next phase, aren't we?
Yeah, and it has to do with unity. We're one heart of humanity, this planet where we're anchored in here. Our soul light is anchored in here in this incarnation, and that we we're here together to rise together. Yeah,
Absolutely.
so
The more we hear about heart and love, and we're all talking about that, it's just so important, because, you know, it really does, as you say, integrate it into our everyday thinking, that it's such an important part of us now, to
Yeah,
be fully understanding what it means to love. Love everything, everyone. I know, you know, that sounds, but that is the point of going forward. Everything revolves around love now.
it does. You're absolutely right there, Jackie, because we use this term unconditional love with quite, it's been bandied around for decades, and nobody really kind of understands, or hasn't really understood, what the integral meaning of that is. It's love without conditions. It's love without expectation. It's love without any barrier between you and the receptor, the who or whatever is receiving that love. So it has to be from a place of complete purity. And that's been sadly lacking on this planet, but it's also now something that we're being offered the opportunity to step into. Because obviously, once we move it fully into these 5D energies, it will be love without conditions. And the conditions that we had affecting us previously, that were part of our programming, part of everyday life within the matrix, they're not going to be a burden any longer. And it will be a choice as to whether we integrate with them or not, rather than a prerequisite, if you understand what I mean.
Absolutely, yeah. Sounds wonderful.
yeah.
I think I've found that picture now. I'm just going to
Ooh,
show you, because it's really lovely.
Yeah.
Right, Sharon. So that's the picture from where we're staying, in the Swan Hotel. That's garden that you can go out at lunchtime and sit, and you're right looking. It's absolutely exactly opposite that. And then I'd oh, I don't know.
It's clicked off.
Sorry.
It's
and then
right.
I just wanted to show that picture, because I think that's so beautiful, where Lovisa and Tim were together last week. Was it, or the week before?
King's Mound.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a
9 days or 10 days, or how long was it now?
It was, how many days ago was it? Yeah, it's 9 days ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's an incredible weekend.
so that was the heart of the North right there, the portal behind us to the heart of the North, the King's Mounds of Old Uppsala, Sweden.
Yeah, and another very powerful portal point that connects into the cosmic heart of Venus, and also a very important gateway for the Norse masters to be using now, and for all of us. So yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And so I have something else. I have Sanat Kumara with me, like telling me things this morning. So that's of course a Venusian master of the High Council of Venus, what we say, of light. Yeah. And with Lady Venus as well. And they're talking about that a lot of people, you think that you love with the heart, but it's not just with the heart that you love, you know. And the same thing, there's that you think that intelligence is of the mind, but there's an intelligence of the heart as well. So for us to break down those barriers, and
yeah. Oh, yeah, so that's important.
Because they were saying, so how do you think that it works when you're not in an incarnation, you know, when you don't have a body? Like, of course, like the heart, it's not just in one place, like, because actually we're light. So
it will become part of it's almost like you got to remember that the fact that it's part of a universal field, isn't it? And that universal field comes in different sets of frequency bandwidths. So effectively what we're doing now is we're moving into a higher bandwidth. And again, as we do this, as we've been learning now for years, is that once you've stepped into that new bandwidth, you've got to acclimatize, you've got to learn how to use it, you've got to begin to adapt yourself to the different protocols that are being presented to you. So I think this Lionsgate is going to be massive. I think I'm getting excited about it now.
It really is an opportunity to integrate after all of that, with all the energies coming
We
through.
need it.
Yeah.
There's nothing more necessary than the integration time. It's an act of self-love to offer yourself the opportunity to be able to fully commit to the energies that you've received. I mean, a lot of the time we're actually consciously calling these in now. We're not just kind of victims of our circumstances. We're actually anchoring this in, and we're doing so because it's our job. And to be in a position where we can work with these energies, put them to constructive use, and also offer ourselves some loving space in the process of doing so, I think that's important.
Honestly, I love that you're talking about self-love so much lately, Tim, because for a man to be talking about self-love, it is so important, and it's such a role model for boys, men, you know, to hear that. The earlier they can hear that, the better, about self-love.
It's so important. And Lovisa, you've brought so much wonderful work through about this, haven't you? And Jackie, you have, and I know David's been bringing stuff through about the self-love. And it's when we get a theme like this that goes out through the field as a resonant chime, it's something that alerts each of us to what we need to be doing. And so the last 10 years was in my opinion, it was a bit of a flogging. We worked very, very hard, and it's almost like we moved into the second half of this Ascension transition, and we'd forgotten how to apply what we're teaching to ourselves. That's and from that point onwards, unless we get our heads around this very quickly, there's no further progress to be made. It's right, okay, stop, love yourself, and then you can move forwards. And so, you know, we've got so many different balls in the air during 2023. There's so much that is so incredibly different this year than it was last year. And right in the center of it all is self-love. If you're not loving and honoring the self in whatever way that you need to, then you're not walking your talk, basically. That's quite a big thing to kind of take on.
It really came through very strongly during last year's Lionsgate, and we were working with it for our Closing the Lionsgate last year, Tim, that workshop that we ran.
Yeah.
So really started coming through very strongly.
Yeah. You've got actually, thinking about it, if anybody hasn't come across it, you've got like a set of exercises for self-love, haven't you, Lovisa?
Well, we have our video challenge, meditation challenge.
That's right.
Both of our YouTube channels.
Yeah, so that's worth doing. If you want a little bit of self-love homework, go and check this out on either of our YouTube channels, because it's worth doing. And it's also something which you'll find you do have to commit yourself to. It's actually something you have to dig in and do it, because sometimes you don't feel like it. So a bit of discipline and a little bit of dedication goes a long way in this field.
Yeah.
Well worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
What came up for me when I started, when the theme was introduced to me with self-love, I felt, well, I haven't loved myself. I definitely haven't loved my body and taken care of it, but to not feel bad about yourself if you haven't, because then I put guilt on yourself, because that's not where we want to be going here.
It's a light worker favorite, isn't it?
Yeah, but because I was saying, I'm sorry to my body, and it was like, there's nothing to forgive. I've just been waiting for this love to rise above that. So don't feel bad.
No.
Just
Oh, sorry.
No, I was going to say, like, there's no grudges to be held. Just
That's with Ho'oponopono. You are perfect. It's just our memories that are imperfect.
Spot on. Absolutely spot on. Yeah. Love it. And on that note, I think it would be very, very nice to move into this short meditation that you've introduced, Lovisa, as well. You've put us through, haven't you?
Yeah, Jackie and Tim had to wait for me at the beginning of this meeting.
We didn't have to
write it
wait
down.
long. Don't worry, it wasn't a grueling wait in any way, shape, or form.
So we just have it on our screens, Tim and I.
Yeah, I'm
But
just gonna run
haven't
through it.
time to do anything else with.
Little bit of a taster of the energy that we'll be working with when we get together on the 17th. So just as you're listening to us, just we're going to move into this now. It's not very long, but it will connect you.
Yeah. And let me say, so this morning when I woke up, I wasn't feeling very well. I had a headache, and I felt that my heart wasn't quite open. So this is really what came through. It's usually because you can feel maybe yourself like this, like in going into this position, like some kind of defending your heart. While in fact, if you shine your heart light, there's nothing that can reach you. So it's kind of, yeah. But it's like, it's what we're used to going into this. We want to always defend the heart.
We've had to defend in many cases. So,
yeah. So,
okay. Well, lovely souls, as you're listening to us, just close your eyes and begin to focus on your breath now. We're going to move into the meditation and just start to breathe. Focus on breathing deeply and slowly in through your nose. Nice deep breath into your heart center. And out through your mouth. And just repeat this a few times. Do this 2 or 3 times, connecting into yourself, into your lungs, into your heart center. Breathe in deeply. And breathe out. And as you do this, as you bring your intention and your attention to yourself, you'll feel everything beginning to relax. Just one more time now. Breathe in through your nose. And out through your mouth. And now feel how all around you, masters of light are beginning to draw themselves close to you. They've seen your heart center lighting up. Just breathe and relax as these masters connect with you. They're appearing. Some of them may appear familiar to you. Others might be drawn to your light that you haven't connected with. And as they draw around you, they are placing themselves in a star of flower formation. So just see them taking their places. Just continue to breathe and relax. Allow yourself to feel into this. Whatever you're seeing with your inner vision, with your heart vision, it is individual to each and every one of you. Watch and feel the masters step into position. And once again, just attune your heart and your third eye to see if you recognize or are familiar with any of the souls that are joining with your energy. Just breathe and relax.
now focus inwards into your heart center. Put all of your focus into your heart now. And feel your heart light shining brightly from within your heart. Just keep breathing deeply and relax and allow your heart light out. Allow it to fill you up. And to start to spread around you. And watch and sense and feel the quality of your heart light. The purity of it. At its core, it is this pure white light. You may feel gold and pink in this light as well. The core of it is the pure white light. And as it spreads more and more around you, send your heart light to all of the masters standing around you in this star or flower formation now. Into their hearts. And as you do this, and it enters their hearts. They add to it with their heart light. And at the same time, they amplify your heart light. Feel it spreading into a grid of light all around you now.
Now take a deep breath in as this is happening. Really feel into it and focus on your breath. Breathe in deeply. Exhaling your heart light. Can you feel the magnitude of this grid of heart light now? Just resting into it. Allow it to light you up. Maybe even marvel in it for a few moments. Feel how healing it is. And know that any lower energy within the perimeter of this grid of heart light will be alchemized. It will be released into the light. It simply cannot exist within this pure, white, luminous frequency. And just continue to breathe with this for a few moments now.
And now focus once again inwards into your heart and into your higher heart, just above your heart center. So there's a pearlescent white gate in the center of it. It's calling you. This pure white light is radiating out from this gate. So move towards this gate, place your hand on it, and the gates will swing open. You can step inside. Feel how you're now standing within the most beautiful chamber within your higher heart. This chamber is shimmering with pearlescent white light. It's reflecting the walls and the ceiling and the floor. They're all reflecting this white light back onto you from all sides.
Now just take a few moments to tune into yourself as you are receiving this, as you are standing in the center of it. As you scan through your bodies and fields, can you feel any imbalances, any inconsistencies? Anything that you would require this incredible and pure white light to heal? Just give it permission, or give yourself permission to just be lit up, to be alchemized. Breathe it in. And just be aware there is a small stream of the most pure and clear water running through this chamber that you are standing in. Bend down and touch this water now. As you do so, that you can see that this is pure liquid light flowing constantly into your heart. Do you know where it comes from? Just tune into this. It comes straight from the heart of Source. This is pure Source light. Just take another deep breath in. You are standing within the chamber inside your heart that is your direct connection point with Source. Just allow yourself to know this.
And as you keep resting here for a few more moments now, taking these energies in, feel how this light from the stream of pure Source light, it's reflected in the pearlescent walls and ceiling of the chamber, really flooding into all that you are filling you up with pure love and light. Just breathe and relax and take it all in. And know that you're anchoring this light in via the water in your body, the water in your bloodstream, physically into the earth as well. You always have this open and pure connection to the pure source light, to the heart of source, that you can connect in with any time. And know that you can come back to this chamber at any time that you wish.
So just take one more deep breath into your heart center now. Breathe in through your nose. And as you exhale, just feeling yourself completely intertwined with all of this beautiful heart light, it is time to start coming back to wherever you are. Now be gentle with yourself at this time. Just allow yourself, with all of this beautiful, bright, pure white source heart light, to start moving back into your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Bring it back gently. You might come back all at once, or you might just come back a little piece at a time, just bringing yourself back into your body. Breathing deeply still into your heart center, become aware of not just only your heart center, but the soles of your feet, grounding you into the beautiful frequencies of Mother Earth. Feel a welcoming the physical you back. As you are coming back to your body, you might even want to say the word unify, 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 to bring yourself fully so that you land back in your body. Allow your earth star to ground you in. Rub your hands together, open your eyes, and smile. And there we go, my lovelies, a little taster of the energies that we will be working with on the 17th of August in Wales.
Beautiful.
Mm.
Thank you.
Just, when as you walk on the earth, and just feeling for every step that we take, we anchor this light in.
Yeah.
And also like send it consciously to the earth as well.
Yeah. Everything you do has a powerful resonant effect once you are anchoring in this light. So we invite you to join us in physical 17th if you are feeling guided to do so. And all of the details are available on your website, Jackie, on Lovisa's website, and also mine as well. So you will have no trouble in finding it. And of course, there'll be information going out via social media on all of our channels as well, kind of leading up between now and that and the actual date. So looking forward to seeing you there.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you both.
Thank you,
Jackie. Thank you, Lovisa. Lots of love. See you soon.
Lots of love.
Bye.